So here we have the Ford Kuga ST-Line Power Shift, which is the automatic on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with those lovely black alloys and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work around the rest of the car from there. So the tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can either do that by pressing the button on the tailgate itself or the button on the bottom of this key just here. Give it 2 quick pushes and the tailgate will open up, as you can see. As we approach the back of the car, you'll notice there are reversing sensors. This car's also got a reversing camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car, and plenty of boot space, as you can see, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's a great looking car and in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get half leather seats with the red stitching that matches the red stitching of the steering wheel and gear lever gaiter. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer. At the bottom in the middle you can see the fuel gauge, and then above that the total miles of this car, which are 5,814. So the right hand side of that, it will show you what gear the car is currently in, and then above that in the main box we have the trip computer. You can change the information that's displayed there by pressing buttons on the left hand side of the steering wheel for various different bits of fuel economy information, or the digital readout for the speedometer, which you see on the screen now. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using just now are these ones on the left, beneath which we've got cruise control and speed limiter. And then on the right hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So that button in the middle, give that a push, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is of course once you pair up your phone, which is done on the central touchscreen just here. Hit connect to phone, pair phone.
Search for your vehicle on your device and select it once it is found. And
then simply follow those instructions on screen. If we go back to the beginning there, you can see this car's got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing that working on our website, which is well worth checking out. And then here we've got the different ways of listening to music. So if you want to listen to the radio, you've got AM, FM and DAB digital radio. We then have a CD player. Once you've paired up your phone, you can not only make and receive phone calls, but you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio. And this car's got USB inputs as well, 2 of those. So if you connect up devices via them, you'll have extra boxes appear on here. Working our way down, we have the volume for the stereo, and then dual zone climate control. If you move the gear lever out the way, you can see it a bit better. You can adjust the temperature on either side of the car. Fan speed up and down in the middle here. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. Hit that button to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto, and the car will maintain those temperatures by taking control of the fan speed itself. You can override that at any time you wish to by readjusting the fan speed yourself. On a cold day, we've got a heated front screen as well as the heated rear, heated driver seat and heated passenger seat as well. Below that we have stop and start. So this car is designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. You can turn that system off should you wish to. This button will open the tailgate electronically from inside the car. We can turn on or off the parking sensors. That's the front parking sensors. The rear ones come on when you put the car in reverse. And this is autonomous parking. If I give that button a push and then show you up on the screen, the car can parallel park itself, or it can perpendicular park, so bay parking essentially. Just follow the instructions on screen and it will do all the steering for you. Again, there's a couple of videos on our website that I'd highly recommend checking out that show this working, and they are videos that were done in a Ford as well, so it's exactly the same system. We then have the fully automatic gearbox just there, electronic handbrake and 12-volt charging socket, and then inside the central armrest, the 2 USB inputs that I mentioned earlier. So the last thing I want to talk about is the panoramic glass sunroof. So first of all, there's a sun blind which you can see is closed. You can just open that should you wish to. One push of the button will take it halfway back. Second push will take it all the way to the back. So that lets in a lot of extra light, but if you want to use it as an actual sunroof, this button will then slide that front section open underneath the rear section to give you this kind of nice large sunroof area that you see just here. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.